Welcome back to Colorado Sports Connection. We're going to go back to a Monday night classic on October 17th, 1994. The Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. It doesn't get any better. Elway versus Montana. Talk a little bit about that game.
You know, that game was a classic. Those guys, Elway and Montana, were both guys that wanted the ball last. I mean, and that's what it came down to. The Chiefs are marching down. Looked like they were going to score. I ended up hitting Marcus Allen on about the 20-yard line and forcing a fumble. We recovered it. I figured it's over, but somehow their defense forced us to turn the ball over and punt it back to them. And Montana had less than 2 minutes, and you know, we'd been getting to them throughout the game, but you're inside that 2-minute drill, and a clutch performer like Montana, more often than not, he's going to come through, and he did. I mean, it was amazing. He picked us apart. Just couldn't get to him. It was everything was in rhythm, 3-step drops, and then doing that West Coast offense to the ultimate. So John had some great drives in that game. We came down and took the lead. Right before 2 minutes, and you're thinking, well, hopefully somehow we can stop them, but couldn't get it done.
What goes through your heart as a defensive player? I mean, a couple minutes prior to that, you're hearing 76,000 screaming fans because Elway just scored the touchdown. The Broncos take the lead, and the defense, all you have to do is hold them. And yet Montana comes through with another touchdown.
Yeah, you're doing everything you can as an individual. I was pass rushing over and over and over, and that's what I was doing. Big Bubba Paris, 6'8", 370, whatever he was, trying to get around him and get to Montana. And truthfully, if you're doing that West Coast offense, right, they don't even need offensive linemen. He's taking 3 steps and the ball's out. So then it's a matter of making the tackles and keeping him from getting out of bounds and playing that defense right, so he just runs out of time before he gets to the end. But they were able to come through and get it done like Montana did many times.
There's so many football memories that we can talk about, but I want to move on to your book, The Heart of a Student Athlete. And one of the things I want to talk about is you played in the 3 Super Bowls, and you also pride yourself on being drug-free throughout your entire career.
Sure.
But you mentioned something that a player actually was taking drugs during the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We were playing against the Redskins in the Super Bowl, and one of our defensive players was running around out there high and really making it very difficult. When you got 10 guys against 11 and you're in the Super Bowl, both teams in the Super Bowl are pretty darn good teams. I don't understand why someone would do that. It was a tough situation for all of us, and you're a team. You get all the way there as a team, and then for somebody to snap under the pressure the way that guy did, was heartbreaking for all of us.
When you look back, is there a way that you think that maybe you could have handled it differently? Where it would not have affected the team?
If somebody on the sideline realized what was going on, or somebody on the field realized what was going on, they could have gotten him out of the game and gotten somebody in the game to replace him, but it didn't happen, and I'm not sure why. You're out there with all the emotions and all the mental things going on that go on during a Super Bowl, where you've got to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing and the guys around you know exactly what they're doing. It's very difficult to keep track of somebody else and what's going on in their mind. So you got to go through all your pre-snap stuff, and then when the ball snaps, it's get to the ball and make a play. We didn't make very many plays that day, and that happens when there's 10 against 11.
Now, in this book, when you talk about motivational speaking, you've played in the 3 Super Bowls, and you come up short.
Right.
But yet, that never stopped you from giving it your best and giving it your all. You guys always strived on going back and becoming the best.
Sure.
When we come back from our break, I'd like you to expand on how you guys kept going and what motivated you and how you used that part of your experience in this book. When we come back, we'll continue our talk with Karl Mecklenburg right here on Colorado Sports Connection.